All right, good morning. Um, so this is a quick video on evaluating and little systems. So let's start with this evaluating stuff. Um, you guys are really good with this. Uh, you just plug the numbers in and then simplify. You can put it on the calculator. You can follow PEMDAS. It's up to you. We just gotta remember that when numbers are next to each other or letters are next to each other, it means it's multiplying. Okay. So with this first one, you got j equals 6 and k equals 4. So you got 6 squared times k, which is 4. Then minus k, which is 4. And then times 6 plus 6 plus 4. So following PEMDAS. Do your parentheses and then exponents. You got 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 4, which is 16. And bring down the 4 and the minus. Since we have a minus here, you can do the squared next. So 36 times 4, like 6 times 6. So then you do 36 times 4, which is 144. And then 4 times 16 is 64. So then you get 80. Okay, but again, you can, once you get it all in, you plug this all in, calculator, you can do it. Let's go down, let's see. Yeah, like number 8. Okay, you got PR right there. That doesn't mean 710, right? Because P is 7, R is 10. Doesn't mean 710. It means 7 times 10. Okay, times R, which is 10 plus 8 minus R, which is 10 plus 3 minus 3. So just a whole bunch of adding and subtracting after this quick multiplying. So it's 70 minus 10 plus 8 minus 10 plus 3 minus 3. So you get 60 plus 8, which is 68, minus 10, which is 58, plus 3, which is 61, minus 3, so you get 58. Okay? So that's evaluating stuff. Now the systems. We've done substitution. Now we're going to do elimination. Okay, this is where you eliminate one of the variables up front to solve for the other one by adding straight down. But in order to add, in order to eliminate one of the variables, the number in front of the variable needs to be the exact same. So the easiest way to do this is to multiply both equations by the other equation's x coefficient. So here's what I'm talking about. You have negative 3, whoops. Okay, I guess negative 3 and negative 2, all right? So what you do is you multiply the top one by negative 3. Whoops, I don't know what's happening. Here we go. And you multiply the bottom one by negative 2. Okay? But if I do that, they're both going to be positive. So I need one of them to be the opposite. When you need one of them to be negative. So it doesn't matter which one you do, but I need one of them to be negative. So I'm going to multiply the bottom one by positive 2. But notice how I'm multiplying by the other equation's x coefficient, right? The negative 3 is like that. The 2 is like that, okay? So then you just do a whole bunch of rainbows because you got to multiply everything by that number. So then you just rewrite it. So I got 6x minus a negative 3 times negative 4. So it's actually plus 12y equals negative 3 times negative 12, 36. And then down here, I'm multiplying by 2. So I have negative 6x plus 6y equals 0. All right. Now, I'm going to add straight down. And guess what happens? 6 plus negative 6 cancels out. Right? We did that on purpose because we wanted to get rid of it. So I got 12 plus 6y, which is 18y. And then 36 plus 0 is 36. Then I can divide by 18. And right away I've solved for y. Okay? Now, I have to solve for x now. So I take that y and I plug it in to one of the equations. Okay? Just pick one that looks the easiest. It does not matter. Since I have a 0 down here on the second equation, I'm going to plug it into that one. So you take it and put it in right there. So then it looks like this. Negative 3x plus 3 times 2 equals 0. All right, I'm just taking the 2, plugging it in for y. All right, do a little quick distributing. So negative 3x plus 6 equals 0. And then it's a 2-step solve. So minus 6 on both sides. So I get negative 3x equals negative 6. And then divided by negative 3. I have x equals 2. Look at that. So I got my answer. Okay. We'll do one more quick one. Let's go to number 4. Okay. Actually, we'll do number 4. So right away I'm going to multiply both equations. The first equation has a 4x, so I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by a 4. The second equation has a 3x, so I'm going to multiply the top by a 3. But since they're both positive, I need to make one negative. So it doesn't matter, but you just pick. I'm going to make the bottom one negative. Okay? So then you do your distributing. Looks like a clam or an oyster. Okay, so then just multiply, right? 3 times 4x is 12x. 3 times 2y is 6y. And then 3 times 10 is 30 on the bottom. Negative 4 times 3x, negative 12x. Negative 4 times negative 3y is positive 12y. And then negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. All right, then I'm ready to add straight down. So 12 plus negative 12 should cancel out. That's what I made that happen. Then you got 6 plus 12y, or 6y plus 12y, which is 18y. And then 30 plus negative 12, which is 18. So then divide by 18, and right away you get the y value, which is 1. All right, and I'm going to plug that in to one of the original equations. So let's just go with the bottom one, lower numbers, right? Don't make things hard for yourself. Okay, so then I have, forget about the negative 4. I'm just doing the original equation. So I have 3x minus 3 times y, which is 1, equals 3. Okay, so a little quick distributing. 3x minus 3 equals 3. And then 2-step solve. So plus 3 on both sides. 3x equals 6, divided by 3 equals 2. Okay, so I got my answers. Just really quick, look at number 2. When I multiply, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but when I multiply the top, I'm going to multiply the top by the 2, since the 2 is right there. I'm going to multiply the bottom by a -3, by a 3, since the top is a 3. And the top is already, like, they're both already opposite. The top is negative, the bottom is positive. So I can multiply both by a positive number. I don't need to make one negative, because they're already going to be opposite. Okay. I'll do the multiplying really quick, just to show you. But you got 2 times -3, which is -6x. 2 times -12y, which is -24y. And then 2 times -9 is -18. And then the bottom, 3 times 2 is 6x. 3 times 8y is 24y. And then 3 times 6 is 18. Okay? So you can see they're already both opposites, -6 and 6. But if you look at what happens, these cancel, these cancel, these cancel. This is one of those infinite solutions, right? So you get 0 equals 0. So this is infinite. There's as many solutions as you want. So that's what happens. Anyway, so you just have one left to do. And there you go. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow.